Hello and welcome to a Let's Try of Defense Grid 2. This is the sequel to Defense Grid: The Awakening. It's an old game, it's like 10 years old, but it's on sale right now for like $3 or something like that, and even cheaper on some of those gray market key sites that I won't name. But at least as of the time of this recording. But I thought I'd go ahead and play just because I have a whole backlog on Steam I want to get through and try different things out, and hopefully there's somebody else out there like me that just likes to see what's out there and what's available for dirt cheap. I'm definitely fall into the patient gamer category, so we're gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna play through maybe a couple of the campaign missions here. I don't think I need to do the prologue. I understand tower defense in general, which is kind of what this is. We'll go with story mode, I think, and then open. We'll go normal for now. I don't really understand what any of this stuff is, but we're just going to take the defaults and go along with it.
Seems like an asteroid mining facility.
All right.
After a long trip, even this place looks good.
So we see there is a bunch of people piling through here, looping around and coming this way. So I do feel like I don't know, our first ones, that's cannon. We'll probably do that because it can hit all of the different areas. Resource wise, how much did that cost? 200, so that's pretty expensive. Let's go ahead and put down a couple gun turrets because those are pretty cheap. There we go. So we'll have the guns, weaken them, and the cannon's gonna fire all the way until they get over there. And then looks like we can get this online as well. You know what? The Inferno one would probably be better here. And then we can pop a cannon over here. Yeah, Inferno's not going to reach almost anything here. We'll pop a cannon there. That should be good enough for now. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, we can actually like barricade this and like force them to go around this way. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Yeah, it looks like right here is where we would put sort of barricade. All right, can we go a little quicker? What's going on? All right, here we go, wave 2. So that up at the top shows you like a preview of what's coming. So it looks like a lot of little ones, which I assume the guns are better at clearing out than the cannons, because the cannons are slow, or the fire's probably, I imagine, even better. And then there's a couple big ones at the end, it looks like. Oh yeah, that fire's softening them up nicely. All right, that's gone. We should think about putting stuff here. If I put something here, will that reroute it? Yes, it does. So that gives us a little more distance. Put a gun there. Maybe a flamethrower would have been a better choice, but we're gonna stick with gun. I assume we can speed up.
But it feels good to fight with all of you again.
Okay.
You're doing great.
It is indeed. After all this space travel, I expect
I mean, I guess we're just gonna have to do an Inferno there, and a gun here, and a cannon here. Somehow we did not manage to defeat many of those. That's not good.
Hey, you asked me.
Whatever.
Alright. So those guys are stealing our cores. They do float back. So if we kill them, we will eventually get them back under our control. So maybe it won't be so bad. Alright. Looks like there's some opportunity here for a little more upfront cleanup. Let's get a cannon here because it can hit a little more. I'm definitely not doing enough. I feel like I need to get more towers up and running. All right, that was better. I don't think we're gonna. Well, we might clear them all out before they get to the tower or the core. Yeah, it looks like we just barely pulled it off. Ah, he touched that one. All right, this can be a gun. Feel like we should do something here. Maybe Inferno, some cannon action over here, because it gets more range. And then we'll get some more guns up. I don't do enough Inferno, I think. I think that's much better for these small little critters. I do have to save up some money, though. I assume at some point we're going to have something a little hardier to deal with. Man, those things are durable. They are surviving quite the onslaught. Maybe it's just the vulnerability. Oh boy. This is a lot of the small ones. Alright, well, these are the only spots I have left, so let's just dump some Infernos. The only thing I can think of, there's really no other space here to put anything.
You're right. We must focus and win.
Alright, looks like that's doing somewhat decent job of lighting them up. Oh yeah, they're all at least softened up quite a bit before they get deeper. There we go, we actually beat all of them. So now we have money, but we don't have any place to put anything. I don't really know what to do with that. I don't know what... Let's see, this is command. I mean, I guess at this point we just wait it out. I mean, there's got to be something else we could spend the money on. Nothing I can see. Alright, so this has multiple waves of these things. Am I... Oh, we can upgrade. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, we definitely have to upgrade some of this stuff that's in the way back. Mostly because we haven't had an opportunity to hit anything with it yet. Alright, this gauntlet of Inferno cannons should be upgraded. Probably get something going over here to soften them up a little bit. Alright, we got through all those, no problem. I was sitting here wondering, like, what am I going to do with all these resources? Turns out, updating the towers. Alright, hopefully these will get done before too many of these get passed. I'd like to take advantage of having the towers upgraded. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's upgrade these guns. Just so they can be ready for softening them up a little bit at the front.
That's a low blow, Simon. Back to business at hand.
Upgrade this gun. Alright, flamethrowers are definitely better with these guys. Alright, yeah, this part of the gauntlet is doing its job quite well. I'm gonna upgrade this gun tower here, even though probably should switch it to a flamethrower so it's like consistently burning damage. Let's upgrade these back gun towers real quick. And this guy up front. That's gonna cause a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. Probably should start upgrading some of these cannon towers as well. They have the furthest, they're slowest, but they have the furthest range. Alright, that one's not gonna hit anything this time around, but should be okay. This one's probably the better one to upgrade. Get stuff starting at the very beginning. Alright, nothing's making it past so far. I kind of wish they had a way to speed this up. It seems like the plus and minus don't do anything. Maybe they do and I just don't realize it. Alright, let's upgrade this one. Alright, these ones that are one at a time, the flamethrowers, they work pretty well on them. Actually, flamethrowers just work well on everything, apparently. Or maybe the cannons are blasting them so much and I don't realize it's like the cannon's really contributing to the damage. Alright, let's upgrade that guy. Alright, upgrade the gun. Almost got everything upgraded. At least to a tier 2. I should probably... Oh, there, pressing F. Hey, there we go. There is a way to speed it up. Very nice. I should probably do a 3rd tier upgrade on some of this stuff. Alright, that guy's doing real well. I'm gonna upgrade all of these once they're passed. I think I want all these tier 3. I don't want to upgrade this right now because then it won't do any damage. Wait till that's cleared out and then we'll upgrade it. Alright, we'll get this guy next. Is there an indicator? Like, I hit F. Yeah. I don't really see anywhere on the screen that it indicates that I'm in... I mean, aside from the stuff obviously moving faster, I don't see any, like, indicator to say we're in, fast forward mode. Alright, looks like we got those all cleared out. Let's upgrade this cannon. These back guns, probably good to upgrade those. So they're prepared to deal with these guys. We'll get this gun upgraded because that gets them all around the curve there. Feels like that spot is built specifically for a gun. It like covers it exactly. Alright, we are creeping up on the last wave now. The question is, do I want to do any more upgrades? Probably. Upgrade those far ones so that they're hopefully up and running by the time the enemies reach them. Looks like they are. Alright.
Well done, Commander.
We've done it.
That's the last of them.
Fletcher, I have a lock on the distress signal.
Finally. Shall we head that way, Commander?
Alright, well, it's, you know, it's no Bloons TD6, but it is a fun game. I love tower defense games in general. Looks like we got a gold star or whatever, so overall I think it's fun. I'm guessing as we go deeper in, there's more types of towers and better upgrades, and I don't know if there's any meta progression. I feel like that's something that's in newer games that might not be in a game this old. So but overall, pretty fun game for the cost. I mean, some places are selling it cheap as 74 cents. So give it a shot if you like tower defense games. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future. And we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.